Hey, what is up, YouTube? My name's Casey. Welcome to Lions Den Investments and Reviews. In today's video, I just want to talk about DogeGF. So for all my DogeGF investors out there, I want to give you an update on the prices, and then I want to talk about the platform and how DogeGF actually has some utility behind it, believe it or not. And you're starting to see that with some of these other meme coins as well. So I'll point one out to you here in a minute, besides DogeGF that's kind of doing that. But I want to talk about DogeGF, the utility behind that, why that's so important for this meme coin, and tie that into the whole Elon Musk Doge 1 lunar mission and his tweet about world hunger, going back and forth with the UN. So, if you're just looking at the charts right now, market cap's at about $80,265,619. Now, you can see, just recently the price really started moving here, guys. Okay, we got a pump up of about almost 100% from the bottom here. And I kept saying in a previous video and some of the posts that I've been, throwing out there to my community that I thought the bottom was in. And sure enough, you can see right here the price was kind of settling down here in this range zone, and we came back down, and then we finally broke outside resistance, and the price is going back up. Now, we came back down here. We came back down in price from the high, and we've dropped about 24%. Okay, so that's a decent drop, but the volatility on this thing is going to be astronomical, just being so early in on the project like this. So it's going to go up and down and be really volatile. But you can see if you go back here from where we first started to now, the trend is up. Okay, and if you look at these prices, guys, like, a lot of people are talking about DogeGF being a rug pull or just being a shit coin or whatever. I'm going to start giving you some evidence as to why that's not the case at all with DogeGF. And one of those is just looking at the price. The price movement on this thing is bullish. If it was a rug pull, it would have came from all the way up here, and we would have came down and not just settled in here, but we would have came all the way back down to zero. That's a rug pull. This is not a rug pull. This is just natural price movement within a project that is going into price discovery. Okay. Now, if you looked at the market cap, just not even 12 hours ago, market cap was at 100 million. Okay, and we've got now 5,858 holders. So it's growing, it's expanding, which is really good. And let's go to the platform here real quick, because I was telling you about utility, right? Well, let's go down here real quick. We've got coming soon is staking for DogeGF. So you're going to be able to stake your DogeGF. Now, I don't know what kind of tokens you're going to get rewarded with, but if it's DogeGF and you're holding hundreds of billions of tokens, you might want to take a look at staking some of your tokens just to see what the rewards are going to be like, because to be quite honest with you, I'm pretty excited about that. And if you are too, smash that like button, okay? Now, that's one utility use case for it. The other thing is I want to point out here is in phase 3, quarter 4, okay, they've checked everything off so far on phase 3 except for Polygon. Now, guys, if we can get listed on Polygon with DogeGF, that's going to reduce the fees dramatically for investors. And that's one thing that kind of makes people shy away from it right now, is trying to get in. You have to go through MetaMask and Uniswap. And if you do that, you're going to be paying like $120 to $150, just depending on, how much money you throw at it. Okay, so you're going to pay a hefty fee. But you got to think, is that fee worth it? Especially if you can get in on the ground floor like this and become a whale. Again, this is how people get wealthy. I don't give two shits about what people say, to someone who's made a couple $1 million investing in one of these meme coins. Because there's a lot of haters out there. There's a lot of people who are going to hate and say, oh, screw that coin or screw this token because it has no use case. Well, who gives a shit if it makes you a couple $1 million? Right? I sure as hell don't. But I can tell you, DogeGF, if you just look at what they're doing here, they're building a platform for charity. Okay, that's not a shit coin in my opinion. I'm all about giving to people in need, donating to charity if I have the money to do so. And that brings me to the next point, though. A lot of billionaires out there right now are all about donating for tax write-offs, okay? Because they need a way to deduct on profits that they've made for the year, and one way to do that is to give to charity. Well, one of the problems they're having, and this has been a problem for decades now, is that they'll give their money away and they give it to these different organizations that are centralized. And being centralized, they've got a CEO within a company that controls that foundation. Now, when they're giving their money away, it gets handed down the pipe and diluted over time. So as that money goes to whoever it's supposed to go to, there's all sorts of different hands and middlemen that are taking their share and taking their cut of it. And by the time it gets to the person they're supposed to be sending it to, that person's left with damn near nothing. So the people that are supposed to be getting the money are not really getting the money. One way to solve that is through a platform like DogeGF, because it's blockchain and it's open source, right? So you can trace it. It's transparent. You can track it. So this is very enticing for a lot of billionaires. And as this project expands and gets more notability from the public, and I mean, it's a global issue. It's not too far fetched to think that there's a lot of billionaires that are probably in on this right now. Not to mention, again, how do you tie this into Elon Musk, right? Because the thing is, Elon Musk's been going back and forth with the UN. Okay. Let me go ahead and skip this real quick and I'll come back to it. But let's go over here. Elon Musk, he's going back and forth with the UN. He said he's willing to spend $6 billion to fight world hunger under one condition. One condition. And that one condition is he'll sell his Tesla stock right now. Okay. That's what he's saying here. And then in a follow-up tweet, Musk added that the UN's plan must include open source accounting, so the public sees precisely how the money is spent. And what platform could you use for that? Here it is right here. A blockchain platform called DogeGF, a token that can be used for kind gestures based on reciprocity. Okay, it's pretty in your face there if you think about it. And if we go back here, in first quarter, here's the cool thing with meme coins that I like as well. Number one, the SEC can't go after them. Okay, you might have noticed that Cardano is, pretty much in the targets of the SEC right now, along with Tron. You don't have to worry about that with Dogecoin or DogeGF because these are communities of people that actually believe in what they're doing, as far as a meme. So who are you going to go after, if you're the SEC? You can't. They're meme coins. But Doge 1 moon mission is set for launch with SpaceX in early 2022, right? Well, this is pretty cool because, again, this is an old article, but I'm going to tie it in with DogeGF. Doge 1 is the first crypto-funded mission to the moon. Okay, now Doge 1 is an actual satellite, and it's a smart exchange ecosystem called Unizen and decentralized finance incubator ZenX that announced Wednesday that they're in the process of building and launching Doge 1, which is a 40 kilogram, roughly 88 pounds CubeSat that will provide a new use case for cryptocurrencies. Okay, so the CubeSat will travel to a stable lunar orbit in order to obtain lunar spatial intelligence from sensors and cameras that will be sent back to the GEC for analysis. The CubeSat will be deployed through a launch agreement with SpaceX Falcon X, slated for the first quarter of 2022. Though no hard dates were provided, over 1,600 CubeSats have been launched to date, but unlike Doge 1, they've traveled into low Earth orbit, which is between 100 and 1,200 miles above the Earth's surface. Traveling to lunar orbits puts Doge 1 250,000 miles away from Earth. Okay, now think about the marketing potential behind that with Dogecoin, right? Because Elon Musk, if we scroll down here, he kept saying that he's going to send Doge to the moon next year. The whole mission is paid for in Doge. It's the first crypto in space. It's the first meme in space. And again, all it's going to take is a freaking tweet from Elon here saying, hey, yeah, you know, I told you I was going to send Doge to the moon. Well, guess what? He's going to need some company, so we're going to send his girlfriend with him. That's all it's going to take is something like that. Not to mention, again, you've got the liquidity that'll be coming on board through the Polygon platform. That's going to open up doors for a lot of people who are not willing to pay, you know, higher fees, because you're damn near paying 0 fees on Polygon. Okay, so that's really all I wanted to cover for today. The other thing I wanted to point out here again is the meme coins. The other one here that's coming out with some use case is Shiba Inu. You know, they signed an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, with Top Studio to develop metaverse game. Now, again, yeah, now we're talking metaverse, and I kept talking about how meme coins have huge marketing potential, right? Well, why can't DogeGF go into the metaverse? You know, again, just think about it. The potential and marketing is endless with these meme tokens like Doge, DogeGF, or say like Shiba Inu. And it obviously looks like Shiba Inu is trying to gear up and put some use case behind their token as well. So you might see a little bit more of this as, you know, time progresses. But going into March, you know, I keep talking about the well cycles with cryptos ending here in like January, maybe going into the first week of February at the latest, right? And then the whole market comes crashing down. Well, I think that'll probably affect a lot of your meme coins too. So the prices will come down on those as well. But you could definitely see those turn back around and go back up in price after the rest of the market continues to tank. And the reason why is because they're not really tied to any. They're not really tied to the rest of the market. Okay, they're kind of in their own category, like NFTs or the metaverse, for instance. So I think you're going to start seeing some of this stuff expand and grow, and the market caps increase, even after, you know, we supposedly go into a bear market. Again, only time will tell, but that's really all I wanted to cover for today's video, guys, was DogeGF. If you like the content, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe as well, because we don't just cover meme coins. We cover metaverse, the entire crypto market. We go over technicals, all sorts of stuff. So with that said, guys, market's volatile. We don't know what Bitcoin's going to do here. But as usual, you know, fear nothing, my friends. Till next time.